This is Eduardo Neret with Campus Reform. Today we're at Howard University. With Veterans Day coming up and reflecting on the wars that the U.S. has fought in, we wanted to ask students, do they think that there is a war that the U.S. has fought in that is a just war? Let's find out. So with Veterans Day coming up, can you think of a war that the U.S. has fought in that to you would be a justifiable war, a just war?
No, none at all.
Can you think of one?
I don't really know.
What war has the U.S. fought in that has been a just war, a war that could be justified?
I feel as though there aren't any justifiable wars that we've entered.
The only one that I can reasonably justify in my head is the Civil War.
Do any come to mind to you?
A just war?
Yeah.
No, not really.
I don't think any, especially with what happened with Vietnam. I think that was just not messed up and stuff. So
Only justified war. Only one.
Civil War?
Yes.
Yeah, I just don't think wars are justifiable.
I guess I'm more anti-war, so the least amount of killing as possible is better in my opinion. I think there are other ways to solve problems than to fight about them.
I cannot think of a single war the Americans have been a part of that has been justified.
What do you think about World War II? Do you think World War II was a just war?
World War II, there were good reasons behind why we fought it, but in the reality, they weren't the reasons why, because if they were, we would have been in the fight much earlier. So I don't believe that America fought that war for the just reason of against Nazis.
Do you think World War II was a just war?
Well, I would be lying if I said I was an expert, but all the ins and outs of World War II, I know the Iran-Contra scandal came directly after World War II, and then there was just a bunch of shady stuff, let me censor myself, going on in World War II, so I can't say that I would justify it. I don't think it was necessary. That's right. Yeah, no.
What about World War II, though? You know, fighting the Nazis. Do you think that was justified? Yes, no, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know.
Do you guys think World War II was a just war?
Right, I definitely think so. World War II, as well as Pearl Harbor. I know a lot of people died with that, with them blowing up the ships and everything. It's a good cause for the greater good, because at the end of the day, we got our freedom and we are no longer under Great Britain.
So in World War II, would you say just war or unjust war?
Unjust.
Unjust.
Unjust. Just made stuff messier.
Yeah. One could argue, though, that we saved the world. We saved the world from Hitler, from Nazis, from... Agree or disagree?
There's always going to be those people. I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, maybe a little bit World War II, probably more the Civil War.
Okay.
Just because of slavery, but that's literally the only reason why.
I think that started with someone dying, like Ferdinand dying or something like that.
That was World War I. So World War II was Hitler and the Nazis and all that?
I guess the United States trying to be a worldwide humanitarian, trying to make sure, I guess, everyone's fair. So somewhere, I couldn't really answer that without looking at the entire picture. I don't know the entire picture.
World War II, the Civil War, those don't speak to mind to you so much?
All the wars that we've had, the United States didn't really have a justifiable reason to enter into them.
What about when we're attacked? So when the U.S. was attacked in Pearl Harbor for World War II, we had to respond to Japan. The United States was attacked in the Twin Towers, so some people said, well, we have to respond somehow. Do you think the U.S. getting attacked maybe changes our reasons? Do you think that adds justification to enter into a conflict?
That adds a reason to enter, but justification is not there.